Hello again folks and welcome. Just put you on the big screen. Now this is not what it seems. A Bosch TR130. No, looks like one but it ain't. Anyway, looks like a TR130, and to the untrained eye it could be mistaken for a TR130, but it ain't. This, see, they even went to the trouble of printing Caroline, but they printed in the FM part of the dial. They printed Luxembourg in the FM part of the dial. Thick bastards. Anyway, this is a TR130, modern one. Now, let's see how we get this apart, because the old one, you twisted the legs, and the new one, how do you do that? Not sure how it comes apart. I know the not even sure how you get the frigging thing open to put a battery in it. Oh yeah, it just lifts off. Right, well I've got a PP9 up here, so let's pop a battery in and see what it does. Oh, there's plenty of life in that PP9. Let's pop a battery in and see what it's like.
They can move it to it and it feels...
You've done it very much as a story. That's enjoying the story, don't you?
Yes, because my co-author's done a really
Right.
the story would be interesting for the children. So there's sort of parallel stories that...
Because there's a lot of overtaking opportunities at Silverstone, so Hamilton's really going to have his work cut out.
What was it like with the football on?
Good morning, Stuart.
Morning, Georgie. Morning, Cash.
Having a major fight with a computer.
Actually folks, it's not bad.
Clear.
You want to get out?
Over to the...
Was there any sense?
Right, well he said that every now and again the volume goes off, so let's take the battery back out, and he wants me to change the battery snap as well, because he wants to be able to put one of them battery packs in, rather than having to go the expense of putting one of them things in every time it needs a new battery. So what we'll do, we'll look at that first. Not even sure how the damn thing comes apart. Oh yeah, I am. I know how it comes apart. It's not like the old ones. There's actually screws. There we are. And they're buried under these plugs. Ouch! You can't help but prick yourself with that every time you fucking it hurts an arm. There we go. That one fit. I think that one's been out before. But I mean, I went and put the hassle of putting a battery in this, and it actually runs on mains as well. There we go. This is just a service on this. It's nothing, not a repair as such, and I'm anxious actually to see what they're doing for an FM aerial, because there's no telescopic aerial on this thing anywhere. So let's get it apart. Get it apart and see what's in here, eh folks? I mean, it's not as well made as the original, obviously not. I mean, I hate to see what sort of chassis is in this. I think what they use in this is the standard Bush clock radio chassis. I think they're using these. It'll be interesting anyway. Alright, well, it would be interesting. Right, so I've undone all the screws, there isn't any more. So why is it not lifting? There we go, that comes off and there we are. Right, and the FM aerial, right, is wrapped round the inside of the radio itself. That's how they've done it. Yeah. Right, and here here is the chassis in all its splendour. Let me zoom in on this and give you a look. This has got to be right. There we go. This is a sort of shits and giggles thing, isn't it? I mean, all that's wrong with it really is just one of the switches. You said it's crackly, so I'll tell you what though, it's not a clock radio chassis that's in this. Definitely not, because yeah, there's a bit more to it than that. Actually folks, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is actually not too bad. It works okay as well. It's, I mean, the only issue I've got with it really is how the fuck do you get in there to clean them potentiometers? That's the only real issue I've got with it really. I mean, I've seen worse. I mean, yeah, it's not fucking brilliant, but to be honest, folks, it ain't fucking bad either. I've seen worse. A lot bloody worse. I mean, right. I'm just looking at where the controls are fit. I know how you do it. You have to move that to one side, that to the other side. I hope I don't have to pull the transformer and everything out to get this apart. But what we're going to do, we're going to attempt to remove the controls, and I think it's done this way. And I hope that the tuning string doesn't fucking come off, because that'll be a nightmare. I don't fancy restringing it. All I want off really is this. I mean, this is plastic, this, but you know, it's not too bad. I mean, like I say, folks, I've seen worse. Well, don't say I can't get that fucker out because of that. Where is the fucking potentiometer? Because it means we've got to take the chassis out because of that plastic bit there. Didn't see that. Means we've got to take the fucking chassis. Oh, will you cunts? Trying to find. You can't fucking get in. Oh, don't say I've got to take. I don't want to take the old chassis out just to fucking get at that fucking there. I don't want to do that. Seriously, I don't even know how they fucking fitted it. Oh, I do. Yeah, they've used those fucking really, really cheap potentiometers. But why did they have to put a fucking screw there? I mean, why did they have to put a screw there? I mean, it holds it all in, I'll admit, but just have a look at my magnifier. You can't get into the fucking things to clean the bastards. Oh, where's my straw? See if I can get into them. I'll check for loose connections and stuff. Can't see any. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to just spray some of this stuff down here, see if it gets into the contacts. You should get into it. Alright. There we go. Let's tighten that back up. Yes. I thought it would have been easy to just get that. I thought it would have just been a matter of pulling that fucking plate off, the bottom plastic plate off and straight in, but not, obviously not. Yeah, it's mains and battery this. I've got to change the battery snap as well. So I need to find a battery snap for it. I'd rather do that while it's in bits now. What have I got I can nick a battery snap off? Or what do I not use? where I can, where have I got a battery snap? I might have to order one. Because he wants to use this idea. I mean, that one's corroded, but that's what he wants to use, that kind of idea. Rather than using a PP9, because they're expensive, and I know they're expensive. So basically it's just a matter of changing the fucking wires, just changing the battery snap, but finding one with one on. Finding something with one on, it's quite difficult to fucking come across these days. Well, they're not difficult, it's just that I don't seem to fucking be able to put my hand on one. And I've got fuck all scrap either. So I'll look in my drawer just to check. But if there is one, it will be in here. No, well, I found a switch. That might come in handy for summer. But no. Oops. Trying to think where I've got a fucking battery, one of them fucking 9-volt battery snaps. I can't think where there might be one. Anyway, mind you, what I could do, because he's going to be using it. He's going to be using it anyway, and let's take these batteries out of this because they're all corroded and fucked, and clean this battery terminal up. Look at that one's leaked. But luckily, what I could do actually, I could just connect the wires to here. Instead of messing about with a battery snap, because he's not putting a PP9 in it. So let's work it out. Positive, negative, obviously. So basically, there we go. Take that one off there. Ouch, that's red hot. Ah! There we go. And basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to just fit the battery. I'm just going to put the... Didn't they make a fucking fuss over that fucking football yesterday? What a fucking pain in the arse that was, all that fucking racket. Over 22 men chasing a bag of wind round the fucking field. Fucking hell, man. Fill that up with solder. Put some solder on that one. There we go. Then all we do, ouch, I haven't got any batteries to test this, but I won't need them. He'll be able to do that himself. There we go, that's one on. He wants it so he can, I mean, you don't want to put a PP9 in because they're expensive, and I don't blame him. And he can get that out. That will more than comes out through to, and that'll be alright. That it's a bit on the small side, but it'll do the job. So what we'll do now, we'll close this back up. This is, it has to be said, while I don't really approve of reproductions, so you can well get in there to change them batteries, no problem whatsoever with that. Although I don't really approve of reproductions, this is, it has to be said that this is actually not a bad one. I mean, the Bush TR130 reproduction, I believe I've never seen inside one, but I believe they're really rubbish. But I believe they're just a single chip solution. This is a bit more than that, it's got a bit more in it. There's at least 2 chips and a few transistors that I spotted, so we'll just pop the back on, because I've cleaned the controls. There's not really anything else I can do, but when all said and done, I'm not going to charge him for this anyway. I'll just do this on, he can have this one on the house, do this one free. They even fit in different positions, these things. Well, that's chamfered, which means, well, don't say these have to go in certain fucking ways. Fuck's sake. Right. That one goes in there. We've got another flat one. Well, actually that fucking doesn't go in there actually. That one goes in there. That one goes in there. Fancy them all being fucking slightly fucking different. Like there. I'm just pushing the fucking things in. Oops, upside down. That one there. That's upside down. wrong. You go in certain ways. And I think this one goes in that way. There we go. That one's not right. What you have to do is get them right. So they're actually on the angle. That's better. There we go. I haven't got any batteries to try it, but yeah, be alright that. But no batteries, unfortunately, to try it. But I've only changed the battery connector, so it shouldn't be a problem. And this slips back onto there and back over that. And there is actually a mains power lead here, because this is designed to run on the AC as well. And this is the lead for it, and you get quite a bit of it as well. For that you get quite a decent lead with it. There we go. Long wave.
I'm doing all the kind of things that prison chaplains do.
Your king, no, I've got it.
He will do is throw shadows at you, but she's always a woman to me.
You can listen to Frank Skinner.
That'll do. There we go, sorted. Alright, well, you can have that one on the hour, so I won't charge him for that. Only took a couple of minutes and a little bit of spray. So we'll put that back in the front room. That one's done. Back in a minute, folks. I've got another one to look at as well. Right, so that's his radio done. His little bush. He likes his bush stuff, does Lauren.